Hi, how's it going? Just want to do a little video on Gibson guitars. I've been buying these Gibson guitars since early 2013. The original thought in buying them was to learn how to do guitar repairs, and I didn't want to do it on any of my normal Gibsons or other guitars. So it seemed like a nice idea to buy these $200 Gibson guitars and maybe do some exploration and learning, which I did, and it led me to taking the time to work with really a world-class luthier, and who taught me a lot about guitars and how to repair and how to do fret dress and change pickups and refret guitars, and I learned how to do a lot of things since I bought my first Gibson in 2013. So I've managed to work on these guitars. But I just want to do a quick overview with the idea, answer the question, are they getting better with these guitars? So let's go right to it. This is the first one I bought. 2013 Gibson here. Now, nothing on this guitar is original, except the body. Everything has been replaced. From the pots, to the pickups, to the switch, to all the wiring, to the gears. Everything has been replaced. The only thing left was the body. Now the body is made of 4 pieces of wood. I don't think it'll appear that way on the camera. Well, there's a good shot right there. See how they're actually 2 different colors? Well, this guitar is made up of 4 pieces of wood that vary in color. I think on this side it's even more noticeable. You notice right in the center there's a piece of wood that just kind of got plopped in here. Anyway, I did a lot of work on this guitar, and this guitar now plays beautifully, sounds great. It's fine. But it took some extra money, and it took a lot of extra work, and I learned how to do it. So I'm not unhappy. Let's go to the next one. The 2014 guitar was this one. Looks nice, doesn't it? It's a piece of crap. Alright, this is a piece of crap. Nothing you could do is going to make this guitar sound good. I changed when the guitar came, the pickups in it were so microphonic you could just talk into them and you could hear it through your amplifier easily. Everything about this guitar is total garbage. It looks beautiful cosmetically, and it plays horribly. Although I did get the neck and the action down really nice, it doesn't matter. The guitar sounds horrible. I replaced the pickups, put in a set of Dragonfly pickups, which are decent pickups for a decent cost, and that didn't help either. This guitar just sounds awful, and I'm not putting another 10 cents into it. It's the one Gibson guitar I own that was a total disappointment, and I'm stuck with it. So then the next year I bought this one, Lemon Burst Les Paul. Now this one is nice. I did change I'm in the process of changing the pickups here. That's why you see there's no strings or anything on this. I'm waiting for some new pots to come in from StewMac. These are Earl Slick signature pickups with the aged covers. This has a nice ebony neck, and it has the binding over the fret ends. It still has the tuners in it that came with it. They work fine, so I'm leaving them. This guitar plays very well when it's together. It is made of 3 pieces of wood, and although they match color-wise, or the way they were stained they match, they don't match in any way with the grain. You might be able to see here there's some stripes on the grain, and then all of a sudden there isn't stripes on the grain because it's 3 different pieces of wood. All of these guitars, by the way, come with a maple cap and a veneer top. Okay, so they do have a real maple cap. This guitar will sound great once I finish rewiring it with the new pots when they come in. But as I say, 3-piece body. 2017 was my next one, and this one has been wonderful. This has been one of my go-to guitars for classic rock jobs that I do a few times a month, and it really plays well. The action came right down on it. This has the binding over the fret ends again, nice ebony neck. These are the original tuners that came on it, the fake Gibsons. No scarf joint, no heel joint. Almost perfect. I say almost because, once again, it's got a 3-piece body. There are 3 different pieces of wood here. You might actually be able to see on the end here the 3 pieces, the difference in the woods. See the striping, and then the striping goes away, and there's another piece over here. It's 3 pieces of wood. But this plays really well. Now, it didn't come with the less trem, I put that on. But it did come with the correct bridge and some nice pickups. So let's go to the one I just got a month and a half ago, which would be this one, 2018 Gibson. 1-piece body, finally. 1-piece body. Maple cap. Beautiful book-matched veneer top. Pickups that sound very good, not microphonic in any way. The pots feel fine. The switch is fine. This is supposed to be an ebony fingerboard, but it's a very light color. It's definitely not rosewood, but whatever it is, they said it was ebony. I don't know. I'm not a wood expert. It feels fine. This has the binding over the fret ends. Has the fake Gibson tuners on it, but they seem to work just fine. No heel joint, no scarf joint. So what does all this mean? It means that the difference between the 2013 Gibson that I bought and the 2018 Gibson that I bought is pretty much night and day. Anybody who knows anything about Gibson Les Pauls would instantly be able to look at this guitar and say this is not a real Gibson. If the 4 pieces of wood didn't give it away, the bridge would give it away, and if the bridge didn't give it away, the logo at the top would give it away. The tuners on this are actually real Gibson Deluxe tuners because, as I said, I changed everything on this guitar hardware-wise. This guitar, on the other hand, on which I haven't changed anything except the truss rod cover, I did change that. This guitar, I would defy any Gibson Les Paul person to pick up that this is not a Gibson. It sounds great, it plays great, it feels right. If I had anything that would give it away, if I could pick one thing that would give it away, is the binding on these. They do something to try and make it look like the binding has aged, so they make it kind of look yellowish. Where that becomes a problem is where they cut the nibs on the fret ends. That remains white with the yellow binding. That's the only thing I can see that would immediately tell you something's wrong. Outside of that, everything else seems correct. And everything on this plays well. Now, I still say, as I said back in 2013 in one of my other videos, one of the very first videos I ever did, if you don't know how to work on guitars and you've never done it before, this may be an opportunity to do something like that by buying a $200 Gibson, tearing it apart, and replacing stuff. And I understand that. If you've never done anything like that, and you don't want to do anything like that, but you want one of these guitars, remember, you may get stung. It may come with horrible microphonic pickups. It may come with tuners that won't stay in tune. It may come with pots that are noisy and don't work or hum like crazy. And if you don't know how to work on that stuff, you're going to have to pay someone to do it. And that's going to cost you some money. That'll cost you more money than the $230 or whatever you spent buying the guitar. Of course, that's your decision. I just wanted to say, they're getting better. They're almost 100%. I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that's the way it is. So thanks for watching. You can leave your comments below. Please subscribe if you would. That would be great. As far as comments about some moral issues, about ripping off Gibson for their trademark, I understand. I understand the way you feel about it. So you can leave your comments if you want. Have a good day.